toys?
Tools and Toy by Per Vesterby, sure. Playing on Apple Music.
Hey Google, play Too Old for Toys.
Okay, you're getting Too Old for Toys by Lieutenant Pigeon. Here it is on Apple Music.
When I was young, my mother said, "Son, the times..." and start to have some fun.
Who were?
She took away my cowboy hat and my marching bugle boys. "Go find yourself a girl," she said. "You're getting too old for toys."
Hello everybody. Thanks for joining. This is an impromptu video. I wasn't expecting to get this. I should stop that music. Hey Google, stop. So this is, I said, right. I did put a poll up, but I'm far too impatient to wait for results. So let's do both at the same time as a live video. There's no production cost to this, no editing. So the Exceed Gundam, hang on, let me get the box. What is this piece here? Oh, I know. Right, I wanted the box. Here we are. Earpiece. So this is an impromptu review of the entry grade 1 in 140 scale Build Strike Exceed Galaxy. And I have watched some of the third episode, so finally it appears on screen, helping the Lah Gundam in a moment of need. So thanks for the likes. Drop a comment if you will, because that helps the YouTube algorithm, doesn't it? So more people can be exposed to my videos. So yeah, this is a very nice Gundam, I have to say. I like particularly the variety of colours. There's no stickers on this one. I don't think there was any stickers, not a single sticker. That's a nice thing. I do wish that the clear was a bit more like the box art here, but it could have had some sparkly bits mixed into the clear. That would have made it a bit more glam. This is a very glam, glittery. Well, it's not glittery. It would have been glittery if they put glitter in it. So yeah, it's a very striking Gundam, and it looks sufficiently different from the Strike Gundam to make it stand out. I've hooked up a shield onto his backpack here, which you can do. I love the little spaceship on his back as well that folds out. It's very G Gundam. And the clear gem on his forehead as well. It's very nice. It's very good. And his weapons, oh, they come apart. They join together. He has a sword. It can be a rifle. So, yeah. I did in the video, as someone quite rightly pointed out, I had his legs swapped the wrong way around. So, yeah, that's an easy fix, isn't it? 'Cause you can tell it the wrong way around because he only has the port on the outside of his thigh here instead of the inside. So in terms of articulation, he's fine. You don't want me to go through all that articulation stuff here. He's just perfectly fine. And that's my review of the entry grade Build Strike Exceed Galaxy. What more is there to say for it? It's good that, as you saw in my live build, his parts, these pinky parts, oh, actually they do look pink on the camera today. I don't know why sometimes they look orange. But these fluoresce, if you put a black light on them, an ultraviolet light, they do glow, which is nicer when it looks fluorescent, but it doesn't glow. And I love the eyes as well. The eyes are super bright when you put fluorescent UV on them. So very nice. And I did say in the build video, in the live video, I wouldn't get this. But watching, the episodes as they progressed, this guy just didn't appear for the first 2 episodes. So this one does appear in the first, second, and third. I don't know about the fourth. And then it seems to be the main protagonist Gundam. So, yeah, I did end up getting this one. This is a familiar shot. I'm sure I've seen that somewhere else. So I've had this for quite a while. Entry grade RX-78-2. 2020 it was released. This one, 2023, is brand new. But I'm pretty sure is based heavily on this older, the very first of the regenerated entry grade model kits. So do I have that shot? Yeah, there it is. That's where I saw that from originally. They're just reusing it. There you go. Before and after. I never did build it. I just put it in my box of my, I should say, I put it in my pile of to-do lists. Because it's just a 144 scale RX-78-2, a very nicely coloured one. I've got all the parts are the right colour. Oh, he does have a shield as well. Here's a shield and a rifle. Does he have a rifle? Yes, he does have a rifle. So how does it compare? I'm expecting this to be very, very much like the RX-78-2 entry grade. So what's different? Well, apart from the box is, in terms of size, much different. It's both thicker and wider and taller even. So there must be extra parts in. Well, it has to be extra parts, doesn't it? What's in the box? What's in the box? So the similar parts, I'm pretty sure that is unchanged. The upper torso and his feet and even his weapon sprue. So this bag here, I bet you there's nothing different from what we already have for the RX-78-2. No retooling. It's good that, yeah, they've retained. This is a thing that we want to keep, isn't it? Look, there's a punch through in the crotch for the V fin. For the yellow V fin to poke through. So is that the feet as well? Yeah. Oh, there is one thing missing. On the feet sprue, there's a shield on the old kit, and they've omitted the shield on this one. On the Lah version of the Gundam. So, okay, that's one difference. Let's unbag him anyway. Hello everybody, thanks for joining me. Announce yourself and leave a like for the YouTube algorithm. So the colours are a bit duller. It's kind of a brownier, earthier colour compared to the RX-78-2. Yeah, the greys are no different. And the yellow, even the yellow is different. It's a bit orangier on the RX-78-2 compared to the Lah version. So, crinkle, crinkle. Thanks for the likes. Hello, everybody. Good morning to you if it's morning to you, and good evening if it's an evening for where you are, wherever you may be. So another multicolored sprue, which is a bonus. So we got a snapped in half. This is how they get it into a smaller box, right? it'll be this way around. There you go, snap. So 4 colors here. The black for the chest, the red for the feet and the waist, the grays and the yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they gave you another one. You don't normally get double multicolored sprues, but it seems to be a thing for these entry grade things. Some clear. Is it more? It's more of a clear red color compared to the Exceed. Yeah, it's a clear red, not a clear pinky fluorescent color. There's some more of the same red for the shield and the shoulder. So this is a completely new sprue. Let's have a look at the date. What does it say? Made in Japan, 2023. So if I look at the old one, let's have a look at the old one. What does it say? Doesn't say the date on that part. It does say RX78-2 though. Some recycling going on. Here we go. Let's recycle this old 2020 sprue. You are forgiven. So definitely for here, there are some different kneecaps. The shoulders and front skirts are different. They have that arcing insignia on them. Shoulder pads, definitely different. And of course, this beam thing, which is, aren't you supposed to have like a huge staff? Where's the big stick that you're holding? So this one also looks like, yeah, this looks like an RX78-2 sprue from the original entry grade. People, if you want to leave a comment, leave a comment. It's much, very, very much, and very, very much appreciated. 2020, so the majority of these sprues, it's only this one. This is the only sprue which is new out of the lot. And there's some missing parts, which you do get in the RX78-2 entry grade, but you don't get in the Lah version. Okay, so, right, do I have time for this? Oh, go on, I do have enough time. I should be learning Japanese, you know. I've got a Japanese lesson in about an hour's time, so let's hope we can crack on with this one and get it done within an hour. Right, do you think I can do that? I've been learning numbers last lesson. It was ichi ni san. Can I find some number? Ichi ni san yon. Do I find a go? I'm gonna have to force myself to use more Japanese so I can learn it. I'm learning from the absolute ground zero. It's not easy. So instructions, quick talk about the instructions. It's all color on the one side. There's black and white on the other. And it looks very simple. It looks a lot simpler than the trike, to be honest. Look at all that blank space, which is a bit disappointing, to be honest. Which I did kind of think that, why shouldn't I get? Why should I not get this one? There's plenty of reasons. The biggest one being it's just an RX78-2, apart from the head. I would have thought the forehead would have been a clear gem. Do I have a clear gem for the forehead? Let's get that out of the way first, shall we? D1. Oh, D-Ichi, I should say. The D-Ichi sprue. And it's knee. The part knee. And you do. Little clear gem for the top of his head. So let's build the head. I'm gonna pop all the parts off. You don't need tools for this one. Don't think I'm abusing this Gundam. Gundam abuse. Oh, there's that weapon. That's that. I'm gonna make his staff. What is it called? Does it have a special name? They're gonna give it a special name, aren't they? They're gonna make his Beam La Naginata. Beam La Naginata. Custom melee weapon. Was built using weaponry. Yeah, it does look like a Musha Gundam type of weapon, doesn't it? Let's have a quick gander live chat. If anyone's going to say hello, Viara. Hello, Viara. I can interact with you. You see, if you leave a comment, I can interact. You don't say anything. You're just going to be listening to me wittering on. Oh, I gave a nice little snap. And then let's have this flaming thing. How does that go in? It does slot in. It's got a hole in it. Use it as a keychain. And you can have that in a dramatic pose where you have it sticking into the camera and making it look like strangely, give it a perspective where it's like pointing right at you. It's very dramatic. So that works out quite well. They use that quite a lot in the show, that camera angle. Anyway, I wanted the gem from the top of his head. It's that slightly flexible, clear material, which I'd like, compared to the brittle, clear material. It's like a beam savory stuff. Let's pop a gem on it. Oh, we got another comment. Lol, the stream came up in my recommended and I remembered watching it. Yeah, I bet a lot of people are suddenly saying, what's this? Too old for toys? I haven't heard from that person for a very long time. Why is he appearing now? Because he's making a bit of a comeback. Pop a gem in it. Have I got that the right way up? I think so. Let's insert that. There we go. Welcome back, is all I can say. Welcome back. And what do we have for us? Look. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at the RX-78-2 head. So you can probably build an RX-78-2 head. If you wanted to, as a spare. But only if you dismantled the Lah Gundam's head and harvested the parts from there, because you only get one set of eyes, you don't get two sets of eyes. I should look at the instructions. I'll pop his eyes out. Oh, red for the face. Is he using the same head? Yes, he is. He's using the same chin or tongue and the undersides of his eye. So this guy has nice, super vibrant, neon green eyes. You get ordinary yellow for the Lah Gundam. Because that's how he was in the RX-78-2. What can you do? But it's nice that this Lah Gundam appears a lot in the show. Is it actually a TV show, or is it just a web thing? It's a big commercial for Gundam, isn't it? It looks more like a strike head to me. They could have had something poking. What have I done? I've forgotten this face mask. No. Where's that then? Be Itchy San. Be Itchy San. Be Itchy. Be Itchy. And the part is San. Here we go. Am I going to be able to pop that in without removing the front of his helmet, I wonder? Or am I going to have to dismantle it? Oh! Annoyed. That's going to set me back. I'm supposed to build this within an hour. There we go. That's better. Again, no black surrounds around his eyes. But I think you can work that out. So, you know, pop a bit of Gundam marker in there in black, and that would do. It works as shadow, doesn't it? So that's his noggin done. The rest of it shouldn't be too much of a surprise for me because I've built so many RX-78-2s in my time that you pretty much know what's happening. He said when he built the head without the face mask just now. So just by looking at the shapes, you know, okay, that's the shoulders, that's his main torso. They're all very recognizable. Although this is the first, as you could say, it's the first RX-78-2 entry grade of the newer ones that I'm building here right now. So I'm going to have a load of spare parts, aren't I? For this, definitely. Oh, even the fists are different. Compared to this guy, because this guy, he has white backs on his hand, so it's a two-piece hand. But the RX-78-2 is just an all grey, single piece. There's no back to it. So all the weapons are just going to, you know, stick in the hole. It's a bit more basic. I'm sure there's the strike, the original strike, which this was built on. Wasn't that far behind this one. Hello, talk back about nostalgia. Sorry, I missed your comment. I'll have to rewind that. People will be able to see your comment when they play back the video. So the fists are a bit more rudimentary. Although the underside isn't too bad. They can be awful on some of the older kits. Go, 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 go. Yeah, this is a nostalgia trip, isn't it? But I think it's a little bit different because I don't think I ever did live streams before. Not like this. Not when I'm talking all the way through it. This. Right, land that. Boob vents on top. Oh, nice click. Ball jointed. That's not that part. Ball jointed waist, which pumps into the front now. It's a bit like action figures. Action figures do that, don't they? These days. Modern action figure. Oh no, it goes into the yellow part here. Present. Combine with a nice click. Hello everybody, we've got quite a few viewers today. Happy Sunday to you. I can only do this on a Sunday when I'm not busy. Sent the wife to her classes and now I may have a bit of free time to do some gundamming in peace. So top of the shoulders, and then what do you do here? Oh, there's a little another bally thing for his waist. I can do these quickly because these entry grades are fairly simple, aren't they? And I don't need cutters because I'm a bit. I do admit to being a bit. What's the word? Obsessive about cleaning nubs up, and when I get a kit like this, and I don't need to do that, then it's great. Wrong one. Thanks for joining, the people who joined just now. Does that snap in? It doesn't seem to snap in. It just slots. I'm not too keen on that not snapping in. It just slots in. Okay. I'm glad Bandai didn't just make something cheap for these. These are, you know, the entry grades, the entry grade that I had exposure to before. Very cheap, awful cheap, nasty cheap. Didn't like it. But these, I think they've prioritized correctly to you know, color separation, and even the articulation's good. Surprisingly good. Am I supposed to insert that first? No, we're supposed to go in at an angle, but it's very difficult to fit in. Come on, I'm losing time. Definitely targeting to finish this within an hour. It's not quite getting in over that lip. Oh, that'll have to do for now. Cracking on. Oh, shoulders, neck. That'll be another shoulder piece. The neck will be easy to spot. There we go. Neck it. Pop a head on it. Is that black or is that brown? It's just about black, isn't it? Is there a direction this is supposed to go in? Left and right are the same. There we go. Hello for the new people who have joined. Happy Sunday to you. I'm building a Lah Gundam against my better judgment. It was sitting there in the shop and it was being, oh, look at me. I'm very cheap. Tempted me. So, yeah. I got suckered into it. Oh, why not? Oh, the backpack is all one piece with the thrusters. You don't get separate. Oh, dear. Look at that. Don't look at him from underneath. But he looks all right from the top. So he's going to lead little beam sabers handles on top of that, isn't he? Beam sabers, where are you? Beam saber handles. Where are the beam saber handles? I'm sure it's staring me in the face. Come on, beam saber handles, you're white. Here we go. So, for some people, oh, why is this person popping up in my feed? I didn't even know I was subscribed to him. That might be, that might be okay. Unsubscribe. Unsubscribe. I'm not interested. If you're here for Lego, I'm sorry. I do have some Lego lined up, actually. If you're a Lego person, Lego videos are my most popular video. If you like Lego, you should try a Gundam. I'm saying that most people who watch my videos are actually Lego viewers. If you love Lego, you should love Gundam. Look at what I'm doing. All you do is slap these things together. They do snap together very nicely. And you get a fantastic little robot. You don't have to. I know there's some people who spend lots of time painting, but you don't have to. You don't have to. Especially with these entry grades, they look fantastic if you just slap them together. Shoulders, shoulders. So that's number 5. What's 5? Ichi and is go, and that's Nana 7. Japanese for 7 is Nana. It's like a banana if you orientate it in the right way. And Roku. Yes, I'm learning Japanese. Left and right shoulders are the same. And Hachi is 100. I think. Hachi, so Hachi N. So apparently you don't say yen, you say N. The Japanese people do. So 100 yen will be Hachi N. I didn't know that. Shoulders. So a nice thing about what they've done here is there's, again, I didn't see any stickers for this one. Do I have stickers for the normal entry grade one? Actually, there's no stickers even for the entry grade one. Very good. I like that. Ah, the entry grade, the old entry grade RX-78 dash. It was tons of stickers. Absolutely hated it. Shoulders. So what they've done here is they've had the white part with protrusions and a part that goes on top. And so instead of having a sticker, you just slap them together. Look, Bob's your uncle. Isn't that great? Avoid stickers at all costs. Thank you. It's a nice thing when they do the engineering to help us avoid clumsy placement of stickers. Stickers that can easily fall off and be stuck on badly. You know, all wonky. So shoulders left and right. In terms of looks, I do prefer the classic RX-78-2, to be honest. Colours as well. There you go. So it's meant to be a modified RX-78-2 for break. Oh, did I snap off the wrong backpack? No, it says uses old backpack, but he's got another backpack here with handly things here. That looks different. I'll take a quick break to snap his. It's not very Gundam. He's not very RX-78-2, apart from the cross, the crucifix on the cover. That should be yellow, shouldn't it? Well, I say should, but in the cartoon, in the anime, excuse me, it does look like this. Right. What's next? Do his arms, right? So 4 arms. So, oh, he's got ports on both sides. Why do you need ports on both sides of your arms? Ah, so just 2 halves, slap them together. I'll do the other side. They look exactly the same. Oh, so this part is called Hachi, and that is Q, Hachi Q. Okay, if you asked me that last week, I wouldn't have known. Oh, am I supposed to just go? Yes, just slap them together. So there's an elbow joint, and this is, oh god, 11. What's 11? Is it Q, Ichi, is it, or something like that? I think I messed that up. Someone's going to comment and say, you don't know 11. Oh, I'm going to fail. I'm going to be tested in a moment. Right, so it's like a C-clip for the elbow. So rather than sandwiching it in between before putting these 2 halves together, you can just do that. But I don't like that. It looks really thin. How come? That doesn't look finished. Ah, there's a little cover. There's a little cover. We can make it look better. Don't worry. So, number 12. Dang it. Q. Knee? Is it Q knee? The wife is going to kill me if she sees this. You spend all that time revising your numbers. Here we go. Elbow covers. we're going to beef up these puny, thin elbows. So it looks okay on the back, but on the front, that's not what we want. So there. Does that look better? But one thing that I've noticed, can you see this? Can you see poking through his arm? What's this gap here? I hate this gap. This is awful. Please don't do that. What's wrong? You shouldn't have a gap in your elbow like that. Is there anything that we can do to get rid of it? It's probably the worst thing about this RX-78-2. But thankfully, yeah, you should be able to get rid of it because we don't get it on the later entry grades. Elbows don't work like that. Please. Yeah, so it's a little C-shaped component, and that will cover up and beef up the elbow. Okay, hello for new people who have joined who weren't here earlier. How are you? Hope you're having a nice Sunday. A nice relaxing Sunday. Thanks for joining me. This will be the top of his shoulder. There we go. Do the same for the other one. So are you enjoying the latest Gundam series that is being aired on Gundam Info on YouTube right now? In your opinion, is it any good? Just a giant, just a long advert for Gundams, isn't it? Even more so than a normal show. Any excuse to sell you Gundam. Here we go. Top of the shoulders, and because they're exactly the same, I don't think there's any reason for you. And they've got ports on both sides as well. I mean, I can imagine you having a port on the outside to hold your shield, but why would you have a port on the inside as well? Why? Tell me why. It smacks of laziness. There we go. Oh, I don't quite fancy the way that this part is exposed. Did I do that properly? Or is that just because of the shape of... Yeah, maybe you don't get that on a normal RX-78-2 because the shoulder cover juts out a lot further. But for the Lah Gundam, there's a bit of a gap there. Let's slap his shield. There you go. That's the port is for your shield on the outside, right? I can use his fist now. But you wouldn't do you wouldn't do that, would you? On the inside. It's always on the outside. If it annoys you, fill in the hole. There we go. And I've got his backpack on. Ah, okay, so what is next? Cracking on, cracking on. Let's do his crotch piece. Does he have normal back skirts then? He's got to have something for his back pockets. That'll be red. There we go. Yeah, he has normal back pockets from the RX-78-2, but his front pockets are those arched things. Wow. Big port there. Lego people, try a Gundam. Front skirts, that'll be off the new tree. And for these ones, I don't think you're supposed to snap them off. Hello, I tend to love larger kits. Talking of larger kits, what about... I've got the 1 to 1/48th Jumbo RX-78-2, the old one. I got it when Wizatar had it. Which is a long time. Wizatar. Wizatar. He's Irish. So I have the Jumbo grade RX-78-2, which is still under the bed. I'm going to need to drag that out at some point. And also I have the Gundam, what was it, the Yokohama Gundam Factory one as well. I'm thinking, oh, this is a special one. Look at here. Look, there's a hole in the red part, and there's a protrusion here for the yellow V. This is the first time I've done this on an entry grade, so forgive me for pointing this out. It's like for the rest of you, it's special for me because normally this is just like a red piece, and it doesn't have a yellow. Oh, look at that poking through. There you go. The yellow V fin poking through the red. Normally this would be a sticker, and it'll be all red otherwise, and you have to paint it yellow, which is difficult because there's a lighter color on top of a red. And it's because it's so tiny as well. So it's nice that they've done this. Although, I would like the V to be a bit sharper, to be honest. It looks more like a heart shaped. It's so rounded, the points there. Shouldn't complain. Here we go. What other color? What is that? Red? So he's going to have some... Oh, here we go. Finish off the front skirts. There's still a little bit of nub left with these snap out parts, which you can just get rid of with your fingernail. Again, white poking through. So it seems to be a motif now. It's like they've done that with the V-fin. That's the first time I'd seen it when they did it on the entry grade. Well, this is the first time for me actually experiencing it. I knew that they'd done it for the original entry grade about 3 years ago. Where's his lower crotch? 11. 11. He's got to be here somewhere. Staring me in the face. Here we go. Ooh, look at all those people who have tuned in. Hello, happy Sunday to you, if I haven't already said that to you before. And let's pop on his side skirts. So do they have balls? Okay, so yeah, the waist unit. No polycaps. No polycaps here. All styrene. If you want to make an articulated robot and you're a Lego person, try a Gundam. There we go. He's got his shorts on now. So behind, it's just an ordinary RX-78-2, and even the backpack, you could mistake him for an RX-78-2. Legs. Oh, start with his feet. Yeah, I was talking about what somebody put in the comments. You prefer the larger Gundams. I was thinking, yeah, if you go with the larger Gundams, seam line filling is going to be a lot easier, right? The original Jumbo, no, is it called Jumbo? The mega-sized Gundam. That one is, I think that has some pretty serious seam lines down the back of legs. So it would be something similar to this. Right? It's just two halves, which is slapped together. And then there'll be a huge seam down the front of his shin and down the back of his calf. Much easier if it's like a massive Gundam. Much harder if it's small. Okay, their ankles. Oh, that's nice. So it's a double ball jointed ankle thing. So that'll be for the ankle armor, and that'll be for the front of the foot. No doubt. No doubt. Front of the feet. Does he have normal ankle? Yes, normal ankle armor. I think from the shins down, you could mistake him for an RX-78-2 very easily. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Feet. Standard stuff. Plonk. Snap that in there. I don't particularly like the exposed. I mean, that's you could pretend that that's mechanics, but the hollows, they speak to me. They say, "I'm a cheap Gundam. I'm a cheap Gundam." That's what it says to me, rather than, "Look, it's like mechanics. It's a girder." No. I'm a cheap Gundam. Foot done. So can I go onto a shin now? Yes, I can. Oh, so it's another one of those snap-on things. You can put the two halves of his legs together straight away, and there's a post there, and then you just snap it in, because there's a C-clip here for the ankle. Oh, I got another like. Thank you, people. It helps me a lot, apparently. I'm told. Also from the YouTube videos I've watched as well. Please leave a like. Help me with the YouTube algorithm. I don't have anything like that. Buy me a coffee or anything like that. Or Patreon. I don't have that either. So the least you can do is slap a like on the video when I post something. Thanks for coming back if you're one of the people who are coming back. And hello for the people who are joining me for the first time. Why am I here? I don't know. Tell me why you're here. I did leave a poll, didn't I? I said, do you want me to make a build video, a live build video, or a review of this one? And I was rather impatient because I don't have much time. I couldn't wait for your reply, so I cracked on anyway. And I did, if you rewind, I did a bit of a talky video on this one at the beginning of this live stream. And then I moved on to the build immediately. Oh, I can, he said distractedly. How am I supposed to? Oh, so that's why his weapon is in two halves. Because his hand doesn't come apart. So you'll have to thread his spear thing, his musher weapon, and then put the weapon together again. Okay. I'm okay with that. Fine. Back to his leg. Look, I've done his leg, his lower leg already. Knee and upper thigh. Left and right, they'll be the same. So yeah, I do have the jumbo grade. No, not jumbo grade. Mega grade. Is it called mega? Mega size. It's not mega grade. In my sights, I think I'll make a video. I'll make a build video of the Yokohama version of that, because it looks like a much upgraded version. It looks a lot more complicated than the mega grade RX-78-2, the old one, the non-Yokohama factory version. That, and then doesn't matter either way. You pop that in, And on the back as well. And so yeah, C-clips again. No peg and posts for this generation of it model kit. So back of the knee again, this thin thing. This thing, weedy joint there. Definitely there's going to be a filler there. Here we go. Need to cover that. And I dropped a piece on the floor. Hello. Oh, the likes are rolling in. Thank you. Doesn't cost you anything. There. And that looks all right now. Although there is a bit of a there's a gap in there, isn't there? There's a deep hollow in there if you look. So don't look. Good bend. Oh, again. Look at that. These deep troughs. You should fill those in. You should fill those in. How many people will be bothered to fill that in? If you don't, it's, I'm a cheap Gundam. I'm a cheap Gundam. So, stand him up straight, cover up all the bits that you're not supposed to look at, and then you'll be fine. Or, if you fill in the gaps before you put them together, he'll look all right. Top of his thighs. I can probably stick a leg in now. There we go. So this one is, it doesn't matter if you're left or right. You just twist the top of the hip as appropriate. That is a quick Gundam. How long have I been streaming for? Oh, I can still do it. I can still do this within an hour. Drop a comment. I need client interaction, not client interaction. Viewer interaction for my channel. Say hello, tell me where you're from, all that kind of stuff. Go, 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 go. You can do it. Less than an hour. And that was even with a review for a Gundam as well. So definitely I can do it. Next time if I skip the review. Come on, the other leg is exactly the same. We can do it. We can do it. So I am actually focusing on this Gundam. So if your comment does flash across the screen, I might miss it. So I do apologize, but I will reply to you in a comment after this goes live. After it's posted live. Is it late where you are? If you're in America, it's either very late or very early. It's early morning for me here. Is it early morning? No, it's before noon, actually. Oh, no, where is... Oh, there's the other knee. And the ankle guard. I can make a funny coloured RX-78-2 with this. It's just the top body which is a bit different. And then top of the hip. Done. Done, 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 done. La 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 la. It's the Lah Gundam. There's a little red piece for his gun, isn't there? That'll be... That's got to be on the new sprue. Here we go. The scope is different. This one could actually do with a sticker to fill in here. Give it a bit of variety. So 2 halves of his gun. not too much of a thin plank. There are some RX-78-2s. If you look at the first grade, oh, complete plank. Here we go. Tall scope. He's done. Am I finished? I think I am. But what's this then? He has an extra. He has an extra backy pack. What do I do with this backy pack? I know he does upgrade. In the first episode, he uses this backpack, and in the second episode, he upgrades to a bigger backpack. Very easy. So instead of that stick with a chupa chup with spikes, with 3 spikes on it, he's got this blade thing. Let me check here. What do I do? What do I do with his backpack? Oh, I see. So when he puts his staff away, all right, he has to disable. He has to, power it down. Power it down. There you go. It's powered down now. Use your imagination. He can have this backpack, and he will store. Oh, are there little slots there? No, there aren't slots. How does it hold on? It doesn't hold on very well. Seriously? Oh yeah, there is a hole here. A peg and a slot. So if you orientate it in the right way, so there must be the same here somewhere. There it is. There it is. Thanks for joining me, people. I'm almost done. For the people who haven't left a like, please leave a like. And then his shield as well. Nice, he can carry all his weapons on his backy pack. So take off his normal old ye olde RX-78-2 backpack and stick on this one. If it'll go in. Just like that. And his arm fell off. There you go. And he's done. Finished. Thanks for joining, everyone. A quick review of this. It's a very simple Gundam. Very much like the RX-78-2. Perhaps a bit too much like the RX-78-2. I think out of the two, if you had to make a choice of which one you were going to get, you were going to get the Strike or the Gundam, I would go for the Strike, definitely. Because it looks a lot more different. There's a lot more variation on it. And he's got a little spaceship on his back. This guy doesn't have a spaceship. Yeah, the amount of clear parts, which is also on his body, there's no clear parts. Well, apart from his gem. The gem on his forehead, which looks like very G-Self, actually. Reminds me of the G-Self. Reconquista in G! Yeah, this one seems to be a lot more innovative. And although this weapon is a bit of a plank, you can pop that on top of this one, on top of the sword thing, and beefs it up a bit. This one looks less like the Strike, and even the head sculpt as well. It's got grey pieces that punch through the helmet. It makes it a lot more interesting, and the colours, and the eyes, and the chest. Just everything about this is good, good, good. And it doesn't have this one. It suffers from the gaps in the arms, the gaps here, in the elbows, which I don't like. See that? Don't like that. That's huge. What are those gaps doing there? So, okay. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for leaving a like. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I did that within an hour.